Wheels are rusted a bit. The back one's worse.
If only you knew of a shop that could fix it.
They're lining the bikes up to go up for the auction, and there's this big gap. Anyway, so yesterday we bid on an R68. It was really clean. I got to talk to the previous owner. He just ridden 1,500 miles a few weeks ago. We were confident that that bike was worth a bit of a premium. We bid up to 43 actually on that bike. This other R68, there's only two R68s in the whole auction. It's about to roll through. It's got some nicks and chips in the aluminum on the rear end and on the motor. The wheels have surface rust on them. Mechanical conditions unknown. We haven't been able to talk to the owner. We have no idea. So the truth, that bike might be worth half as much to us because we know that that other bike more than likely was just ready to ride, didn't need any work. This bike, you could spend 10 to 15 grand to do mechanical work on it like this. If someone put the rear end or the differential together incorrectly, if someone did motor work to it, didn't know what they were doing, you just never know. We've had bikes show up like a bent axle. Like it seems fine when you're pushing right here, but it shows up and you've got a machine, specialized parts. You don't really know. So I might bid this up to like 25, 26 and see what happens. Because that risk is not something we want to take. We're pretty conservative. We're not spending money here. We'll bid this bike up, see if we get it. We were just talking, what is the appropriate behavior on the auction floor?
Don't jump up and down. Don't wave at anybody up there in the stands. Just be calm.
Why is that?
Well, because like yesterday, a couple of my buddies were down on the floor, and Lady T, Teresa, was up in the stand. They were down here waving like this, and she's up there. Hey, that's a bid.
Got a bid. Did she have to buy it?
No.
I just find that I bid occasionally on accident as well, and they just look at you and go, no. So what else? What are the other behaviors that you need to be mindful of in the auction floor?
Don't drink too much.
I thought you were going to say drink a lot.
If you drink a lot, you're going to buy a lot.
So this bike, this is a replica of what would be the first internal combustion engine on a motorcycle. It looks kind of like a steam engine, but it's not. Obviously, it was German as well, known to be the first internal combustion engine. So gasoline burner. You can see down here, you've got a cylinder, and you've got these little valves. It looks complicated, but it's actually really, really simple. You can see it doesn't have a chain drive. It had this shaft drive that literally is attached to the crankshaft that pushed. You think of it as a locomotive. This is the first internal combustion motorcycle made. It's a replica, but this is precisely how it was made. And most people think the same thing. They look at it, what the fuck is that? Super cool. Getting one to run is not so easy. What's your name, little boy?
Hi, my name's Nick.
What are you here for?
I'm looking at these very motorbikes. Aren't they lovely?
All right, we're gonna go for 105. So help me bid it up, okay? So I can pay a lot of extra money for it.
105. What is it?
It's an R68. How much should I pay for that?
I think that you should pay precisely what you're uncomfortable with by one bid. Would you like me to come and have a look at it?
Yeah, it's right over here. Come on. We're gonna go do an inspection. The wheels are rusted a bit. The back one's worse.
Oh, that's nice. If only you knew of a shop that could fix it.
I like the seat, the pillion pad.
Yeah, I do too.
What should that sell for? You should probably buy that in the $8,000 to $10,000 range, and I wouldn't go much over that. But will it go over that? Probably.
What do you think that's worth?
There was one yesterday that was a no sale at 44. This one, probably the high 30s.
I was thinking 30. He just said 12 grand, which I think is crazy.
That's an auctioneer for
He
you.
didn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
This is Summer Hooker. Summer, tell us who you are.
Me? Oh,
It's really important.
okay. I'm a broker, chief judge at the Quail Motorcycle Gathering. Also write for numerous publications. Motorcycle pimp.
He's a man to be feared, is who he is. I'm scared of you, Summer, all the time.
I've had my shots, so don't worry.
All right, we're gonna go try and bid on this thing and buy it.
You know much about these? Under 1,500 of them were ever built. The first BMW to ever break 100. A lot of times you don't find them with a frame because these frames were tender.
Oh, really?
When they pull them up on the stand, they tend to rip the tube out. I know what the guy's reserve is on this. Very reasonable.
All right, hopefully Nick's wrong. Thanks, Summer.
Good luck.
I'll see you in a bit. Nick, Summer says you're wrong.
Someone says I'm wrong about everything.
Just saying. He said 15 grand. I think it's a $30,000 bike all day long. So let's go bid it. Let's go buy the damn thing.
Lot S 105 is a 1953 BMW R68.
You ready to go? They're about to pull it up. All right, we're bidding right now. 25. Hold on, I think we're out of money already. Last bidder down 20 to be 20 now. 5. Going to get it pound to bed. 23 pound down to about 27 pound down to bed. And 20 pound to bed. 20 pound to bed. 20 pound to bed. 20 pound to bed. Down to 20 pound to bed. And 26 pound down to bed. 7. And 26 pound. Reserve is up. 26, 27. And 26 down to bed. 27. That's great. I think we just bought it.
27. Thanks anybody else?
Sold.
So 26 pounds of numbers sold.
All right, I'll call you in a minute. We'll take that. I mean, 26 grand is kind of a risk, and we'll see. And what I mean by that is, when we get back to the shop, depending on how quickly I can get it running, how it sounds and how it runs. Hopefully, it needs 2,000 or 3,000 miles for the work, and it's good to go. And then it's well bought. 5 or 10 years, that bike could be worth a whole lot more. In fact, as far as the book value is ever concerned, it's already worth more than that. So, tell us who you are.
Mark Upham from British Only Austria.
So did you buy anything here?
Yeah, I bought about 15 bikes here so far.
Oh shit, you on a spree.
No, I'm not on a spree, I'm on a normal bike.
Taking it all back to England?
It goes to England, yeah.
What'd you get? Anything highlights?
I got a 1930 Chief today, and yesterday a 1953 Chief, and also a X75 Hurricane. In fact, I think I bought so many bikes I can't even remember what I got.
You gotta look at all your yellow slips. All
right.
I bought is a BMW R68. That's all I bought. I'm gonna go look at a Veloset Thruxton. We're gonna see if we can buy it.
Yeah, they're always nice, but check the engine number very carefully. It's got to be stamped.
Tell me what you think of the one over there. Go look at it.
Okay, shall we go and have a look?
Yeah. I'm gonna go look at this other one, that's the Swedish one that's sold. Tell me what you think of that. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay,
All right.
have a look in a minute.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Good.
All right, see you. I mean, 1,700 motorcycles, right? You end up walking around, you see them all in the catalog, and then you gotta go find the damn thing in a huge maze of shit. And they do have the days labeled, right? If you look way out ahead and you look over the banners over the bikes, you see there was the Thursday sale. Hell, there was a Wednesday sale, I think. They had a Wednesday sale this year, a Thursday, Friday, and a Saturday. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday over here. Yeah, I have that Motos poster. Okay. This one sold yesterday for 27. So what I'm looking for here is you'll see things like in the wheels, right? We've got some tarnish here, not a big deal. You can see that this bike isn't restored quite to as high of a standard. The paint has got some orange peel to it. It's nice, it's really nice. Not a scratch on it, but it's not as perfect. Even down in the gearbox, we've just got, it might just be this bike was ridden more. There's just something that this bike isn't quite as perfect. Even the chrome work is a little bit older. It's got some patina to it. I'm not saying it's not good. It's also, it's got some nicks in the gearbox. It's really nice, and it's sold for 27. So if we can get that bike, it's showing 19,000 miles on it, which means this thing's been ridden. The thing about these bikes is that specifically the Veloset singles, they're kind of difficult to start. You gotta get it just right. Like the Veloset Custom that we built a few years ago, if you weren't just right on the money, you weren't gonna get it started. It had an estimate of 30 to 40. Oh wow, actually look, there's paint issues all over here. I didn't see any of that. That's way worse than the other bike. That other bike could go quite a bit higher. We got the engine number.
I don't know why someone polishes the crankcase.
Yeah,
because it makes it look like it's a false one. To check the numbers, it's very difficult to do here without my papers, but this is good. What year is this?
57, yeah.
This will be one of the last ones ever built. I just don't know about the engine.
Compared to the one that sold yesterday for 27, this is much nicer.
Yeah, these things need to be really studied very, very carefully. It's very easy to buy one that's not correct. So I wouldn't like to say if it's right or wrong because I haven't had...
Still kind of a guess.
Yeah, I like to find these before they're restored and then you can photograph it to prove the provenance. It's a real situation, the buyer beware. But if you're not bothered about how original it is, it's a beautiful bike.
So I bought a Series C Rapide last year for 33.
That's very good, very cheap.
Crazy. Yeah. And it ran. We got it home and ran great.
It's quite interesting how instantly soft here compared with previous years.
Yeah, maybe people are over it. Did you see that SS80, the matchless one, go for 60 grand?
Yeah, I did, but again, I didn't study the provenance on that.
Yeah, who knows? But it seems
it probably was cheap, but if matching engine and frame numbers is cheap, and if it's non-matching engine and frame numbers, it's expensive. But everyone has to go and get a Brough at some stage, and next year it's going to be worth more money.
There's a Brough SS100. This sold for $325,000. Not the print, but the actual bike. We are done. We are going to the airport. It's Saturday night. It's only 4:30, but I'd say we did okay. We bought a bike. We bought one bike. We watched a Veloset go for $52,000, which makes it a world record, Veloset Thruxton. We were willing to bid up to 28, so I think we were a little outclassed by that, but really nice bike. We arranged shipping, So the 53 R68 BMW we bought will be shipped back to the States, or sorry, back to Austin, and we'll try to get that thing going again. I'm out of breath because I just ran up a bunch of stairs. I think we're done. I think the auction is done. We're finished, right? Can we go home and leave Vegas? Thanks for watching, guys. Like, follow, subscribe, comment, tell us you love us, whatever. Bye.